Yeah, hi there. These comments are for CV, and I am Michael, or Professor Buckoff. I am your English 106 instructor here at California State University, San Bernardino. I just read your paper. Thank you for completing the assignment. And overall, you had 28 points out of 50, which puts you at 56% on this assignment. So, what can you do to improve? Okay, first of all, the main thing I think that's really making it difficult for you to communicate in the written word right now is your inability to create a sharply focused thesis statement. All right, so let's take a look at what you say in your first paragraph. It says, a theory created by John Backdorf explains a type of fad and how things get to be cool, and mentions a few explanations such as local coffee shops, hipsters, mainstream, and Calvin Klein. So that's kind of what you said in the beginning, but it doesn't really outline or frame the three parts of the assignment. So let's contrast what you wrote with another student in the class. He said, our discussion is going to be about what Backdorf's theory is truly about, what he meant by presenting his theory, and I will share a personal experience of mine in which Backdorf's theory is applied to. That's it. What did he do? His thesis comes from the actual writing assignment, and he outlines the three parts of the assignment. If you could just do that, just that would make a really big difference, I think, in how you're organizing and developing your ideas. So another problem is that can also help you is you need topic sentences. You need stronger topic sentences that will introduce kind of what's happening in the different paragraphs. So let me give you your second paragraph and we'll compare. You say, Durf, the most famous when coming to comic strips, also won the Robert F. Kennedy Journalism Award with his amazing cartooning. That's what you say. This student says, first of all, John Backdorf is an American cartoonist known as Durf. His theory is taking place nowadays in various places because he tried to make the public aware of what had been done by the big corporations. So in his beginning of his second paragraph, he introduces what's called Durf's theory. Why is he doing that? Because the first part of the assignment says, as precisely as you can, pin down his theory. So what you can do is simply look at the question and then restate that and put that as key ideas in your topic sentences of your body paragraphs. Now here's another thing. When you're writing, it isn't clear who is saying this. So you say hipsters are an independent counterculture with appreciation of art and indie rock. They are a subculture with men and women who like to go for the urban bohemian look and are often wearing clothes such as the vintage and thrift store inspired. When it comes to fads or trends, they will get inspired and so on. But it isn't clear where this information is coming from. Are you citing this? Are you getting this from a source? Does this come from Durf's cartoon? It just simply isn't clear what's going on. So let me compare your paragraph with this student. He says, another point we need to make, or we need to know about what Backdorf meant by presenting his theory. Backdorf presents an anti-corporate sentiment in the cartoon. Backdorf doesn't like how the big corporations are ripping people off. He also thinks that we should resist these insignificant trends. He also believes that we shouldn't just follow these trends unconsciously and so on. You kind of get the picture? So what this writer is doing, he's mentioning all this information from Durf's point of view. That's why he says Backdorf presents, Backdorf doesn't like, he also thinks, he also believes. That's what he does. This is when you're presenting information from an article and you're doing what's called an academic summary, or you're somehow responding to a text, you have to do it from that point of view. You don't do that at all. It isn't exactly clear who is saying what or where any of your information is coming from. So that's a big issue. It really interferes in your ability to communicate clearly, I think, like what you're trying to do. So your paper It's got problems on two levels. One is the organization. You don't have a good thesis, your topic sentences, because you don't have a thesis, you're not really restating anything from the introduction. You're just moving on to these different paragraphs, and your paragraphs kind of go in a lot of directions. There's no focus to your ideas. In addition to that, you also have a lot of polishing issues. So you're having problems with language use, you're having problems organizing and developing your ideas. That's kind of a double whammy. I understand the language use issues. We all have that problem, right? A lot of my students have language use issues. That's not, I don't worry about that too much, but the fact that you are not able to communicate by organizing your ideas coherently, that is my biggest concern. All right, so what can you do here? My recommendation is don't do anything. Do not write your next paper without making an outline. Write an outline. Come by my office, let me take a look at it. I'll be more than happy to take a look at how you're outlining your ideas, and I can help you at that stage. What I'm interested in seeing when you come to my office with our final writing assignment is I want to see your introduction along with your thesis, and then I want to see the topic sentences of those body paragraphs to see how you are planning on organizing your ideas. And then once we make some changes there, then you can go on and write the whole paper. All right, you can do this. You can do this. It's going to take some effort on your part, right? Together we can do this. Now also to help you, I'm going to put a link into the in-grade message I'm sending you. It's a link about how to make your writing and your speaking more coherent. This is a major issue for you. So definitely you want to click on that link. You want to go through that lesson. Even if it takes you a week or so, read that lesson very carefully. And one part of the lesson that's very important for you is called repeating and rephrasing key terms. I think you can definitely improve your writing by doing that. And number one, though, you have to be able to make a thesis. You have failed at that. You've not been very good at that so far. So you got to master that. Do some research on the internet, make sure you understand how to make a thesis, and then when you do the outline, write your introduction plus your thesis, then the topic sentences of your body paragraphs, and then let me take a look at where you're going, what you want to do. All right, so anyway, hang in there, work hard, and remember, at about week 7 or 8, if you're not passing my class, which you're not right now, but if you're still not passing my class in about week 7 or 8, come by my office. Let's see if we can get some plan to help you get back on track. All right? Anyway, thank you.